The opposition is in what many would describe as panic mode, and exit polls are now enemy number one. The opposition has slammed the exit polls, whether it is India Today's or from other channels or other media agencies, but mostly India Today's, because it's the one everyone is talking about, which has predicted Tsunami 2 in the 2019 Lok Sabha election. Many opposition netas have ridiculed the exit polls, claiming that the figures make erroneous and extravagant claims. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu says the exit polls have failed to catch the pulse of the people, and he has now decided to stage a protest outside the Election Commission tomorrow over his demand of VVPAT reviews in at least 50% polling stations. He will be accompanied by opposition leaders. On the other hand, there's Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, who has come down heavily on coverage of exit polls by news channels. He says his government is mulling a legislation to control the media, as they were allegedly engaged in disgracing the image of politicians. So he's on an anti-exit poll, anti-media tirade in Karnataka. And meanwhile, dubbing the exit polls as gossip disguised to help EVM fraud, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee says she doesn't trust exit poll surveys, as the game plan for them, she says, is to use them to manipulate electronic voting machines. And then there is RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav, who says that exit polls were a betting bazaar. He's termed it a trick by RSS-backed institutions and asked all supporters to reject all of these exit polls.
What I'm saying, exit polls generally never tallied. It is a reality. Last time in Andhra Pradesh, they have given all exit polls they have given to YSR Congress party. It didn't tally. We got nearly 17 seats. Today also you are going to see 23rd. That is a different issue. But my fight is very clear. I wanted to bring transparency in election process itself. I am fighting this for the last 10 years. So I want to complete.
ಒಂದು ಚಾನಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಅದೇ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ತಲಾಟೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳು ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ? ಏನು ಪತ್ರಿಕಾರಂಗ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. ನಾವೇನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದು ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳು? ನಾವೇನು ನಕಲಿ? ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆಗಾರ ಕಾಣ್ತೀವಿ ನಮಗೆ.
In fact, Chandrababu Naidu has just arrived in Kolkata to meet Mamata Banerjee. Remember that Chandrababu Naidu has been meeting several leaders. He has met the Congress party. He's has sought a meeting with M.K. Stalin of the DMK. Is meeting many UPA constituents and now has arrived in Kolkata to meet Mamata Banerjee. The opposition making a strong effort to unite, to try and cobble up numbers, faced with the dismaying news conveyed to them by the exit polls, notably the India Today Axis My India exit poll, which all of these parties, mind you, have dismissed. They've said that these do not reflect voting patterns on the ground. Chandrababu Naidu will be on a dharna tomorrow in the national capital in Delhi, outside the Election Commission, taking forward what he says has been an institutional fraud by the Election Commission in support of the BJP. But moving from EVMs to exit polls, the exit polls are now on target by the opposition, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why they are being called enemy number one. Do what you can, but discredit the exit poll. So let me show you. I've broken down for you all the allegations that have been made in the last 12 hours by many of these parties and leaders. So let me list them for you, what the allegations are, what they are saying about the exit polls. Allegation number one, like Tejasvi is saying, the exit polls are for the Satta Bazaar, the betting bazaar, so money can actually be made. Then there's allegation number two, that the exit polls are to project and to forge and fake the impression that there is some kind of a Modi wave. This is what Kumaraswamy is saying. Allegation number three, exit polls are to lure the regional parties in the event that the BJP cannot get numbers after the results day. This is also an allegation by Kumaraswamy. Allegation number 4, the exit polls are mere gossip to manipulate and cover any kind of fraud or manipulation being done with electronic voting machines. That's what Mamata Banerjee is saying. Well, Prime Minister Modi has in the past slammed the opposition over their attacks on electronic voting machines. And I'm only extrapolating here because it has gone from electoral bonds to electronic voting machines and now to exit polls. Listen in to what the Prime Minister told India Today's Manogya Loiwal about the opposition uniting to attack electronic voting machines. The same words perhaps can be extended to exit polls.
जब बच्चा स्कूल में जाता है और एग्जाम में ठीक से आंसर नहीं लिख पाता है तो निकलते समय रास्ते में सोचता है कि मम्मी पापा को क्या जवाब दूंगा। फिर वो कहता है पेन ठीक नहीं थी, बैंड ठीक नहीं था, टीचर ठीक नहीं थे, बगल में जो बैठा था वो मेरी चोरी करता था इसलिए मुझे डांट पड़ती थी और इसलिए पेपर खराब गया, तो बहानेबाजी ढूंढता है। इनका भी पराजय निश्चित है। वो पहले अकेले मोदी को गाली देते थे, 2 चरण के बाद 50-50 हुआ है, 50% मोदी को गाली और 50% ईवीएम को गाली और अब धीरे धीरे इलेक्शन कमीशन को गाली। तो ये उनके पराजय उन्होंने स्वीकार कर लिया है, इसी का उदाहरण है। और ये सारे लोग इसी ईवीएम से कभी ना कभी सत्ता में आए।
The big questions we're asking, and I'll introduce you to our guests here on 5 Live in just a moment, because these are questions that need to be asked, and many would say there are only 2 days left before results happen. The exit polls have happened, exact results will come back in 2 days, but already politics is in full flow. Is the opposition, question number 1, is the opposition in panic mode after the exit polls? They may be dismissing them, they may be casting aspersions on them, but there are a lot of confabulations happening. So is there panic after these exit polls? Question number 2. Have the exit polls now overtaken electronic voting machines as enemy number 1? All you can hear about now are sound bites about exit polls. Nobody can hear anything about EVMs anymore. Is attacking exit polls now tantamount to conceding defeat? Even the Prime Minister has hinted at the same thing when the opposition parties were attacking EVMs. Have Netas exposed their selectivity by attacking exit polls? These are the same Netas who used to welcome exit polls when it suited them, when they painted a different picture. Shazia Ilmi of the BJP is with us, Lanka Dinakar, spokesperson of the TDP, and Adil Singh Boparai, spokesperson of the Congress. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for being with me. Shazia, starting with you first. It seems pretty clear to me, because no matter where we've looked since late last evening, exit polls are dushman number 1. EVMs are now a kind of poor second cousin. They've taken a little bit of a backseat now, and now it's full targeting of exit polls.
Yes, exactly. And what you said, Shiv, about India Today poll, I mean, a lot of people are actually saying this to India Today, that A2 Brutus. They can't believe that, a channel such as yours, which is so balanced, can give such figures, which the opposition sees as some kind of foul play. And this shows like a sign of a sore loser. People who can't accept and concede reality and defeat both. And I think it's so unfair to take on the exit polls and call them gossip material. And PM is absolutely correct. They owe their stature, they owe their power and whatever they've had earlier in yesteryears as chief ministers, as prominent ministers, as former officers to the same to the same office, to election commission, to EVM machines. That's how they are, who they are. And now to turn around in the eye of defeat or imminent defeat to say that all exit polls are biased and media has been taken over and there is complete foul play, I think is not just unfair but totally ludicrous. It's really like kam nash na jane aangan teda.
It is direct, because the aspersions being cast are not just on the exit polls themselves. You're right, Shazia. It's also on the media, like Kumaraswamy. Adil, Kumaraswamy has taken pot shots directly at the media on the issue of exit polls. And let me just say that, the usual caveats and disclaimers apply as far as exit polls are concerned. All of us are waiting for the exact results. But since these specific comments are being made, Adil, one wonders why there is so much hypersensitivity to these exit polls. I mean, the media has become open season now for people like Kumaraswamy, who happens to be your ally.
Well, Shiv, let me first answer the exit poll question. I think you're being overly dramatic. Exit polls are not our dushman. Let's be very clear. But having said this, I take exit polls and our party takes exit polls with a pinch of salt. And I'll tell you why the reason. The reason is, what is the sample size of an exit poll for, let's say, Noida? Noida has a constituency size, elector size of 17 lakh people, where let's take 60% voter turnout, that comes to about 10 lakh people. Can a sample survey, can a sample pool of, let's say, 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 people in a constituency as diverse and heterogeneous capture the essence? So this is, it's a very, very plausible red flag as far as the efficacy of the exit polls are concerned. But be that as it may, there are rating agencies which have done it. That's up to them. It's their prerogative. We have no problem with that. But ultimately, the 23rd of May will decide who wins, who loses. On the second point, on the media's point, I'll answer that.
What about your friends now?
Shiv, and I say this very honestly.
Kumaraswamy, you're calling us dramatic. Have you seen what they've said? Mamta Banerjee, she says these are gossip. These are pieces of gossip to hide manipulation of EVMs. To lure regional parties, where we are not bringing the drama, we are reporting what the opposition is saying.
Shiv, I can comment for my own political party, and as far as the Congress is concerned, we take it with a pinch of salt because we have feedback from the ground. And I've given you a very plausible, very objective parameter why we dispute exit polls as a concept. You will agree with me. I mean, we can disagree on the findings, but a sample pool of 1,000 or 1,500 can't capture the essence of a constituency which has a size of 17 lakh voters. But coming to the point of the media, I think even the media needs to introspect. And when I say media, I don't say everybody has to be painted with the same brush. You and I, perhaps not publicly, perhaps off camera, will agree that there is a section of the media which is playing cheerleader for the BJP. I don't want to get into this. You and I both know, the country knows. I have travelled across Uttar Pradesh. This election, people have come up to us. People have said, "Ji, हमने आपको देखा है TV पे, पर आपसे ही सारे सवाल होते हैं." I'm not getting into all that. That is public knowledge. This is not the time to really put a question mark. Thirdly, coming to the Election Commission, Mr. Lavasa himself has spoken up. Mr. Lavasa has said that there is a certain degree of bias and partisanship, and this is not just the Congress party. If an election commissioner appointed during the BJP reign, appointed by the Modi administration, raises a question, I think it can't be brushed over the carpet. Having said all this, let's wait for the 23rd of May. We are confident Narendra Modi and the BJP is not returning to power.
So I just want to, 6 p.m. yesterday, you said that you're not going to comment on the words of other parties, even though these are people who are close to you, people who you are in relationships with, like Kumaraswamy and Chandrababu Naidu, where Rahul Gandhi yesterday at 6 p.m. Just shortly before Shazia, shortly Lanka Dinakar, shortly before the exit poll data started coming out, Rahul Gandhi put out a tweet, didn't mention exit polls, but said, from electoral bonds and EVMs to manipulating the election schedule, Namo TV, Modi's army, and now the drama in Kedarnath, the Election Commission's capitulation, before Mr. Modi and his gang is obvious to all Indians. The EC used to be feared and respected, not anymore. So there is a pattern of attacking all of these things, and now exit polls have just been added to that, Shazia.
Yes, and in fact, Mr. Chidambaram also tweeted, and actually, instead of introspecting or even looking at the results that would come with some degree of circumspection and speculation, he just went on a rampage against the Election Commission and the EVM machines. It is the same Election Commission which invited all these parties and asked them to give their point of view. It is the same Election Commission which has been responsible for elections all this while. It is the same Election Commission under whose leadership and tenure that Congress has won 3 elections like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. So it's actually quite insane, and I tell you, hilarious, and almost like it sounds like a petulant child, you know, who didn't get his candy, that, oh my God, you know, just crying out aloud and being a complete sore loser and vitiating the atmosphere in democracy by disrupting institutions, calling them names, and casting serious aspersions
Should please allow
on
me to
the
respond
electoral
since you've,
process
pointed
in
out
a
the Congress
democracy,
president's
which
tweet.
is the reason why they have the stature that they do. So I think it is completely not just ungrateful, but and vindictive, but absolutely you know, childlike and immature and irresponsible for these parties, and just goes on to show that they're not fit.
No, you want to answer that
carry
before
power
I go
and
to
govern
Lanka
people,
Dinakar.
because they don't have faith in
The
governance,
fact that
in
there
the
is
governing bodies
there
as they exist
is a
today.
very clear
I'll
amount of
respond to this.
selectivity here
I'll respond
in
to this.
attacking institutions. We didn't hear a cheep out of the Congress during the assembly elections recently in the states. There is a selectivity when it comes to EVMs, when it comes to exit polls as well. Quick answer, then I'll go to Lanka Dinakar.
Well, Shiv, I disagree. When it comes to the question of meltdown of institutions, I disagree with you. When judges came out and said that democracy is in stake, was it the Congress party? When Ashok Lavasa says that the EC is being partisan, is it the Congress party? When Viral Acharya and Urjit Patel had red flag interference, is it the Congress party? When members of the NSSO said that data is being suppressed, is it the Congress party? It is public knowledge that there is a section of the media which plays to the tunes of the BJP. I don't want to name those channels.
Speaking
you know
about
that
the
better
Election
than me.
Commission,
And
though,
lastly, and this is most important, we are not dushmans of exit polls. We are not dushmans of exit polls.
You're all
We do
over
not
the
believe in
place.
the
I mean, I can
concept of
talk
exit
about
polls
all the
because we've
scams.
given you a very
We can be all
plausible,
over the
objective
place. We can
parameter.
talk.
And lastly, madam, please allow me. I didn't interrupt you. Shazia ji is counting her eggs before they've hatched.
About the Indian
if I may borrow that analogy.
About the Indian army. You
the
keep
results
talking
are
about
not
the
out,
Supreme
madam.
Court, how
Okay.
you had
Madam,
to-
the
how
results
your-
are not
How
out.
your leader had
This
to
is
apologize to
premature
the Supreme Court.
celebration. This is premature
No, because we're not
celebration.
discussing that. You're not discussing
This is
that.
premature
I have to bring
celebration.
you back.
And Chaukidar Chor hai.
No, but
we
it's-
stick
then
with
by
that.
that logic, it is
Chaukidar Chor
premature
hai.
Matam.
We
It
stick
is
with that.
premature morning.
Please read what he
By
said
that
in the
logic,
Supreme Court.
by that logic,
the
it's
attribution to
premature
the Supreme
morning.
Court.
By you all.
Has
Okay,
what has
okay.
been
What
pointed
about
out.
that,
As far
my
as
dear
Chaukidar
friend?
Chor hai,
And
that
stop.
stands.
This is the attitude.
The results
this
are not
Chaukidar,
out.
whatever you
23rd
said
of
is
May
the
is not
reason
out.
why you're in this state.
Don't
Let me
don't-
bring in
don't
Lanka Dinakar
celebrate.
That's
Don't
the reason.
celebrate
That's
before.
the
No,
reason,
no,
Adil,
because
you
we've
just
been
said
accused
that.
of
I'll
dramatizing the exit polls. Since the allegation,
Shazia ji, you can go to the Supreme Court. Chaukidar Chor hai.
You represent panic and paranoia.
There's no
Okay,
panic.
It's a very bad
Namo TV is
combination, I tell you.
propaganda.
Okay.
Panic
Now let
and
me bring
paranoia.
Lanka Dinakar in, because
Paid
Lanka Dinakar's
sponsored
party
movies
chief
and
and the chief minister of Andhra
Please tell me.
Pradesh,
Whatsoever.
the chief minister of Andhra
This is a leaf out of
Pradesh,
Hitler's playbook.
Mr. Chandrababu Naidu is
A
going to be on a
propaganda
dharna
film is a leaf
tomorrow
out
in
of
the
Hitler's
national
playbook.
capital.
Get a
Mr.
grip
Lanka
on
Dinakar, I
yourself.
hope you can hear me.
Adil, get a
I
grip.
want to just ask you that Mr. Naidu is going to be on a dharna tomorrow. He has commented today on exit polls. You know, again, Mr. Dinakar, there is a selectivity from Chandrababu Naidu as far as exit polls is concerned as well. Today he has conveniently attacked them. Conveniently he has attacked them and said that the media is playing mind games because they don't favor him.
Shiva, any kind of a comment, any kind of comment which made on exit poll is hypothetical. Your enjoyment also hypothetical. Reality will come on May 23rd.
What enjoyment? There's no enjoyment.
I
We are
want to
reporting
show
the figures.
some past track record as far as let you hear, Mr. If you have allowed me, let you allow.
Please.
Otherwise, what is the purpose?
Please.
You have asked the question while
Finish
I
your
am
point.
replying.
Yes.
You are interrupting in
No, no,
between
no.
means.
Finish.
No means. I want to give very clearly your track record itself. As far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, in the year 2014, you have given TDP 52 seats, whereas the reality is 102 seats. For YCP, you have given 85 seats in 2014, they get 67 only.
Okay.
In Karnataka 2018, you have given 104, actually 88 you have given for
so
BJP.
then why
In
is
Bihar
Mr. Naidu
also,
in panic mode?
BJP, LJD 120 you
I
have
don't
given,
get it.
reality is 53.
So
This
why-
is your track record. In Delhi Assembly
So why
election
is
also,
Mr. Naidu
you have given more than 40
so then why
seats
is
for,
Mr. Chandrababu
BJP,
Naidu in
whereas
panic
they get
mode?
3 seats only. This is the reality. We are, Mr. Shiva, we are not want to dance as per your tunes.
No, nobody is asking anybody to dance, sir.
I am fingering.
No,
Give
nobody is-
explanation.
Arey,
Who
come
gives
on.
these kind of illusionary practices, illusionary things? If you want to spread being a media person, How can I keep silent?
No, see, this is...
I am giving you the point that where you failed.
No, I want Shazia to come in on this.
These kind of
I want
things
Shazia
is
to
not
come in
good.
on this
Media-
because you know, no, Chandrababu
has
Naidu.
responsibility.
On the one hand,
But
Shazia, you're saying that these are illusions. You're saying that these are illusions, Lanka Dinakar. You're quoting back older figures to say we are wrong. Nobody is saying that this is the gospel reality of what the final results will be.
Almost all India Today exit polls got wrong for fast.
So my
Then
question
why are you
to
panicking?
Mr. Dinakar,
Then why are you
and
panicking?
my
Where you
answer to
Let you prove single
Shazia is answering you.
To Adil is
Can you prove single instance?
yes, if there is nothing true.
You are
that is my. So why, like just like you're saying, why is there is why are we in a celebratory mood, or why are we looking at it with happiness or joy? Or thinking of a party
You should
where
have
ahead.
Mr.
I
Dinakar.
can ask them the same question. Why
Let
are
you
you,
see that more than
why is it
100
premature
parliament
morning?
seats, whatever they
Let
have
me answer.
projected
Sir,
is-
Let him
let's have a-
answer.
let's have a civilized
Let
debate.
Shazia answer. Dinakar, let Shazia
Calm
answer
down,
you.
sir. You also must get a grip on yourself.
Just to make
Dinakar,
Listen to Shazia. She wants to make a point to you. Let her
Just
answer
like there
you.
should be
I'll
no.
bring Adil in after
I
that.
agree with you.
The tools
There-
of the Narendra Modi and BJP and Sharjah like people
Mr.
are dancing.
Dinkar,
We are not ready to make dance
Mr.
as per the tools
Dinkar,
of the BJP.
Okay. Shazia, quick answer.
Let
Yeah.
media also has...
Okay, Dinkar,
Sir, you have to be quiet because this is very
Dinkar,
uncivilized. And you
Dinkar,
have to
let her
allow
answer you.
others to
Listen to the
speak.
other side also.
Can I respond?
No,
You
this is
hate-
very
you hate
unfair.
these
You
exit
can't
polls, listen to the other
filibuster
side.
this debate
Which is
only because you're a sore loser.
The uncivilized manner is to dance as per your choice
No,
is
you can't
uncivilized.
filibuster
You
this
hate that
debate
point.
because
Let
you're a
Shazia
sore
answer.
loser. You must allow others
Okay,
to
I'm going to
speak.
try and extend
You'll have
this
to bring
if I
down
can.
the audio because he is
Ask my
clearly not
producers, can we extend?
Even though I have
Let's extend.
various
Okay.
objections,
Shazia.
I have
No, we all
raised my
waited.
voice.
Dinkar,
I have
one
my
second. Hold your
objections
peace
when
now.
you
You've
are
made your
speaking,
point.
but
You've
I
made your
didn't raise
point.
my
Listen to the
voice.
other side. Listen to the other
Okay.
side. Let Shazia answer because I am frankly amazed that you can ridicule exit polls in such a manner and then at the same time decide to sit on a dharna. Either you can laugh at it or you can take it seriously. I'm very confused, Shazia.
No,
Dharna
Shiv,
is
that's a good
on
point, you know, because just like they are saying that there
Dinkar,
should
one
not be
second.
any
They have
celebration
all of
from
the
our side.
to make
Similarly, there should not be any premature mourning. Why are they mourning? Why are they in a state of panic? Why do they seem so rattled? Why are they being so paranoid? Why do they want to march up to Election Commission? Why all these talks of VVPAT? Why make fun of exit polls? Why deride and denounce all the anchors? This is sheer panic combined with paranoia, and that is what's happened to them because they can see the power is slipping away. The power is slipping away. They can't bear
I
it.
thought it was
This
only
is the
Kumaraswamy,
truth,
but
and
clearly
they
it's the
Can I come
TDP
in?
as
prefer
well.
to be ostrich-like and bury their heads in the
Shiv, can I come
sand
in?
Yeah,
instead
I'm
of
coming to
looking
you.
at reality. And the more you do it, the more the unhappier people get with you.
Okay.
It is going to try to make you to
Don't
use all the
vent. You know,
institutions
I'm
for
not
their
here
favor.
to have you venting
BJP
out.
is trying.
You have your
They are-
issues.
they are
Find
malfunctioning.
find somebody to
This is
listen to
something
your
you
views.
This is something
I'm not here
absurd.
venting
It's
out.
something
Elections
absurd.
are
You
over,
have-
there's
My
no
dear
need to
friend,
You have
find
to
a
choose
priest
which
in the
path you want to
confession
take.
box
Adil,
or
I'm
something
coming to you
else.
and I can
I'm
control
I'm not
the
here to
situation.
listen to
One
your
second.
venting.
Now
No, I know you're very.
Can I come in, please?
You've lost it. No, I can see that you've lost your bearings.
Can I come in,
But you know, I
This
don't want
appears
to
to
be
be
at the
proving my
receiving
point,
end.
Shazia, about panic. But okay.
Calm down.
Adil, you wanna interject? You wanna say something?
You never.
Because the commotion and the panic seems to be pretty writ large. I mean, I don't know
Well,
what's wrong with the
firstly-
democracy here.
You don't have any value for constitution.
I'll respond.
Yeah, respond.
Shiv, if I'm allowed to answer.
Yes.
Shiv, I think panic is a figment of your imagination. Nobody is panicking. Everybody is calm and composed. Chandrababu Naidu ji was even meeting and consulting allies before the exit polls came out. He's been a bridge between the Congress and the other opposition parties right from the starting. And as far as the VVPAT verification is concerned, this has been our consistent demand for the past 6 months that in the interest of fairness and credibility, increase the VVPAT verification percentage. percentage. Now lastly, let's understand this. There is no need to pit the opposition versus the media or opposition versus the exit polls. Just in Australia, a country which is far smaller in size, which is far more homogeneous in terms of diversity, where 36 exit polls turned out to be incorrect. In 2009 and 2014, even in the Bihar elections of 2015, exit polls turned out to be incorrect.
Okay.
Whoever wants to celebrate on the basis of the exit polls, they're most welcome to do so. There is no cure to delusion. Let's wait for the 23rd. Let's wait for the 23rd. And my position on the meltdown and subversion of institutions remains. The BJP has subverted, demolished and dented every institution in this country. Shahzaji, the elections are over. The elections are over. You don't need to scream. You don't need to shout and interrupt. We can have a civil discussion.
Plenty of
Elections are over,
plenty of political humor. You know, the only good thing about all this.
The joke is on Narendra Modi. The joke is on his radar technology.
Adil, how can you say there's no panic?
The joke is on him.
But
we have
Adil,
a grip on ourselves. You don't have a grip on yourself.
Adil, but you know, when you say there's no panic, I know you don't speak for the other parties. I know you don't speak for the other
you're
parties.
hallucinating, my dear friend.
But surely, you know, as far as the TDP is concerned, it's been demonstrated right here on the show by Mr. Lanka Dinakar.
That's the problem.
That, you know, the drama and the panic is there for everyone to see, sir. You know, the figures may be wrong.
Based on your debate, whom do you see more rattled?
But why are
whom do you see more rattled? Do you see me rattled
in such a manner? Why are they affecting the peace of these parties? Specifically,
media outlets and BJP is making drama. We are not ready to dance as per your tunes, Shiva.
No, but what tunes, sir?
Dance as per your tunes.
But what tunes? I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm asking you to react.
I'll respond,
constitutionally.
Shiv.
Adil, one more point. Adil, one more point.
Constitutionally.
Adil, one more
Shiv, there is. I'll respond. If Dina Karanji, can I just come in?
They're not letting
Dina Karanji, can I just come in, please?
over each other.
Shiv, three people are speaking at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. I know, but I just want to ask.
Three people can't speak at the same time.
I want to guide the conversation.
And Adil are fighting with each other. This shows how divided the opposition is.
No, this morning also when I debated, the same thing happened. Between the Congress and the JDS. It was between the Congress and the JDS on my debate this morning. Now it appears to be between the Congress and the TDP. But Adil, you know, you're saying nobody is panicking. I am saying just look objectively.
No, I'm not. There's
at
nothing.
what
I'm not speaking over Mr. Dina Karan. No, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Shahzaji because she's rattled. But let's come to the core issue.
He says that the exit polls are a lure for regional parties. Would you agree with that objectively? That's a grave allegation to make.
Let's have a sensible discussion.
On your face. Why you are
Dina Karanji, can I just come in, please?
Why are you panicking? Shiva is the panic.
Dina Karanji, can I just come in? Dina Karanji, 30 seconds.
I see.
Why would I panic, sir? I don't have a job.
1 minute, brother.
No.
1 minute.
Dina Karanji,
I will send my job application to the PDP, then I can start panicking. I'm not panicking now, sir.
I see the panic from Shiva.
But why would I panic?
Yeah, you say you stay exposed. That's why you are panicking.
In Karnataka.
You are unable to digest your failures.
They will not. This is the halat
You
of
are
the
unable to digest your failures.
With each other.
I
Forget with BJP.
I showed
Just see how they are with each other.
exit polls and actuals.
You see West Bengal.
Why are you panicking?
You see West Bengal, how Mamata Banerjee, how this so-called Didi is beating up not just BJP but Congress as well.
I am projecting the facts. You are panicking with the BJP.
But
BJP and Shiva is joint hands together speaking in the same lines.
I can't comprehend what you're saying, Mr. Dinakar, because you're repeating yourself and you don't even have a point to make, sir.
Shazia, I'll explain it. I'll break it down. Shazia, I'll break it down for you. I'll break it down.
Opposition parties.
I'll break it down.
Can I come in, please?
I'll break it down for you. Lanka Dinakar, who is an old friend, says that Shiv and the BJP have tied up and we're both celebrating the exit poll results. That's what you're saying, Lanka Dinakar, that Shiv is joining hands with the BJP to celebrate the exit poll result. That's fine. You can cast aspersions on me, but we will report the reaction.
Can I come in, please?
Whether previous exit poll lies are correct. When I exposed very clearly the faults of the exit polls of the year today,
why is Chandrababu Naidu reacting in the way that he is, sir? He should be throwing a massive banquet and a party.
Can I come
to
in,
celebrate
please?
the exit poll? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking why the selectivity?
My Congress
why
friend
why
already
this
very
ironic
clearly told
reaction?
that Chandrababu Naidu is fighting for past 1.5 years. It is
I know
not
that.
new story.
I know that, and there's been a Supreme
Fighting
Court
against
order on
CM
that
is
as
not
well.
new story.
But why
are
after
you
the exit
speaking about
polls?
Newly?
And you
Why
know,
after the exit
Phool
polls, sir?
Phool
Why are you
and
supporting
Kairana. No, I want to
I'm
ask
not. I'm not supporting anyone.
It is the responsibility of
You're shooting the messenger.
Shazia ji wants to hijack
You're
the
not
entire
even shooting
debate.
the pollster, you're shooting the messenger.
which happens against the
Shiv,
democracy.
Shazia ji wants to hijack the entire debate.
No,
No,
Dinakar has, but you
You
can't say
need to
it.
respond.
Can I come in, please?
I will respond. I will respond. We've got 2 minutes left.
As the owners,
Shazia ji, why are you so rattled?
democratic acts. But you
If
are
you're
not doing
winning,
that.
why are you rattled?
I will.
Why do you have to shout? Why do you have to interrupt?
Okay. Adil, make your
Can I
point,
come
then
in, please?
then I'll finish with all three. Yeah,
I'm not
Adil.
rattled.
Shiv, please understand.
I'm very happy with the
please
exit
understand.
polls.
It
I'm
is-
not
it is-
casting any
it is
aspersions.
normal.
When Madhya Pradesh, we lost Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan, we accepted it.
I'll get.
It is
Okay,
no-
we've got time for
Like a
closing
sore
comments.
loser,
30 seconds
like all
each.
of you are.
Adil,
We
start
Your
and I'll go
body
to Shazia
language,
and
your
finish with
behavior
Lanka.
doesn't seem to be indicating
we
that.
lost, we accepted
Your
it.
behavior
That
on
is it.
television
Okay,
doesn't seem to
Shazia,
be
you're next.
indicating
I'll finish
that.
with Adil first.
Gracefully. That's what you do.
Shiv,
That
who's
is
rattled?
democracy.
Who's
That
rattled?
is democracy, my dear friends.
Who's rattled?
Something you know very little about.
All right. 23rd
giving it
will
off to you
be
is being
clear. Let's
rattled.
understand. It is
I'm showing you
okay,
the
madam.
mirror, my
Please have the
dear friend.
patience.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry. I can return a mouthful, but I don't want to get into that because it doesn't serve anybody's purpose. Please understand, it is common, it is natural, it is normal for political parties to meet their allies. Just as
No,
Amit
I'm
Shah is
not
going to be
giving you a
meeting his
mouthful,
allies.
I'm just-
Similarly, Chandrababu
asking
Naidu
you not to
Sahab
blame
is
the
meeting the
exit
allies of the opposition bloc.
Okay,
But
so there's
most
no panic
importantly,
and
let's
there's no
come
drama.
back. Let's come back to the core of the debate. Shiv, I have a question for you. What is the sample size of the survey done for every constituency? Please give me a number. Let's say New Delhi district. What is the sample size of the survey which has been carried out? Please give me a number.
The figures are on the website. You will
What
have
is the
all of that
sample
data,
size?
including the methodology. I don't have it offhand over here.
No, please give.
But
Shiv,
since
you have
this-
to tell me what is the sample size?
Since-
500,
since-
700,
you're trying to stump me
1,000,
on a figure which I haven't read up
1,500. And now
on
I put
because
this
that's the
question to
exit poll
you.
figures.
Can you gauge?
all of
No, it's
all of
never
that
so
data,
low.
all of that, you're questioning
Shiv,
the
can you
exit poll
gauge?
itself.
Shiv, I put a
That's
question
a
to you.
separate debate.
Can
That's
you
a separate
gauge
debate,
the
Adil.
mood of a constituency based on 1,500 respondents?
Okay, so
Shiv,
you're
a reasonable
basically saying
journalist,
your point is
and
taken.
I really look
Your
up to you.
point
You're
is
one of the
taken.
finest amongst
Adil,
your
your point
contemporaries.
is taken.
Can
You're
you
saying-
gauge the mood of a
You're
constituency
casting
based
an
on
aspersion on
1,500
the
respondents?
methodology and saying that exit polls should not be trusted, but you have not
No, I'm
explained
not
to me
casting an
why
aspersion.
your
I'm
friends
pointing
are
out a
panicking
truth.
and attacking the media and
I'm
attacking
pointing
the
out the
exit polls.
truth.
That's what I'm saying. Shazia, final comments. That's
There's
what I'm saying.
nobody.
Your point is taken.
Nobody is panicking.
Your point is taken. No, your friends,
Nobody is
not the Congress,
panicking.
maybe.
The BJP is being
Shazia,
over
final comments.
jubilant. The BJP is being over jubilant.
Okay.
And unfortunately,
Okay,
you're
Shazia,
seeing an
You're being
adversary when
accused
none
of being
exists.
over jubilant.
No,
You are
I'm
seeing an
not being
adversary when none
jubilant,
exists.
But I don't think you should be. Okay, if you don't want us to be jubilant, don't be in a state
Overly
of mourning
jubilant.
as you are. Stop sounding so rattled. Don't let panic and paranoia
We are
take
not
over
mourning.
You, and
Do you
not
see me
blame
mourning?
either the EEC
You're the
or
one who's
NCC
interrupting.
Okay.
because it's
Out of
You're
the
the
time.
one who's
EEC
shouting.
and the same
You're the one
EVMs
who's
which have given you
screaming.
many states,
You're the one who's
many,
not
many
letting
times
anybody
over
speak.
in the same electoral process.
Well,
Okay.
Ashok
Please
Lavasa
don't
has said
discredit
this.
our democracy
Ashok
and
Lavasa
concede
has
defeat
said
if at
that the
all
EC is being
gracefully.
biased.
Thank you very much. I want to just end by saying one thing. I'm out of time.
Please put this question to
I'm
her.
out of time,
Ashok
but the
Lavasa
only
saying
good thing
this.
I can say now is that only 2 more days of this before the actual results come out. And I also want to end by addressing Lanka Dinakar because he said that I am jubilant and I am hand in glove with the BJP, etc., etc. Sir, you are entitled to your views. I know you have a jaundiced view of journalists. You've known me a long time. I can tell you that you will know for yourself where I stand. I am merely a journalist. There are channels that take clear sides with parties and individuals and politics. We on India Today definitely don't. Thank you very much for joining me.
Explanation
Thank you very
is
much for
given
joining
by
me.
you means that itself is enough, Shiva.
Thank you.
You should not be in a position to give explanation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to all of you. Look forward to having you again soon here on 5 Live.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.